mind-blowing. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Wang Wenbin says it shows that the One China principle is a consensus of the international community. He added that any attempt to play the Taiwan card is doomed to fail. The spokesperson also stressed that there is only one China, and Taiwan is an inalienable part of the Chinese territory. John Lee has thanked the central government for appointing him as Hong Kong's sixth-term chief executive. He pledged to live up to expectations and do his utmost to implement the principle of one country, two systems, Hong Kong people administering Hong Kong, and a high degree of autonomy in accordance with the basic law. He also said he will rise to the challenges and build a Hong Kong with vibrancy, hope and opportunities, as well as a caring and inclusive culture. He will assume office on July 1st. The head of the United Nations nuclear watchdog has wrapped up a visit to Japan, where he discussed clean-up plans with local officials after the nuclear power plant meltdown. Rafael Grossi says he understands the demands of residents in the area.
It deserves the utmost respect. They were the first ones in the line receiving the trauma of the accident in the first place, and all the consequences of it after that. Regional countries have every right to be here.
Some protesters gathered outside the Tokyo High Court, calling for a halt to the decision to discharge radioactive wastewater into the ocean. IAEA has pledged to continue the monitoring of that handling process, which is expected to last for decades. Russia has halted gas exports to Finland over its refusal to pay for the supply in rubles. Finnish state-owned gas wholesaler Gazprom says it will supply natural gas to its customers from other sources through the Baltic Connector pipeline. Finland says it has agreed to charter a vessel from a US-based company to help replace Russian gas starting in the first quarter this year. The second largest city in Ukraine is starting to rebuild after weeks of fighting against Russian troops. Zhao Yunfei reports from Kharkiv.
Around 1,000 buildings in Kharkiv have been damaged since Russia launched attacks in February. The emergency service team says so far they've inspected only 1/10 of the condemned buildings. Some residents are still living in the basement, no stable electricity, and no running water. Now the city is working to repair the damage. Volunteers are covering broken windows with plastic and wood. It's a temporary solution as Kharkiv still